All right, welcome. We're back. Worthington Publishing Civil War Brigade Series. This is the 7 days battle. We're playing one of the scenarios, Beaver Creek Dam here. Beaver Dam Creek. Got to say it the right way here. And kind of a little background. We've already done the first hour, turn 1, 1,500 hours. AP Hill didn't want to wait for reinforcements. Starts moving towards the creek. And looked like he was going to do his main assault up here. And therefore the Union, maybe out of character, I decided to push him through here and attack this weaker flank. And it was relatively successful. Well, relatively. This unit's 1 point away from shatter, and these two caused these two to retreat. So yeah, they do hold here, but maybe it's a two-edged sword. The Union, though, this guy routed, and I checked the rules. I'll have to check that, but the leader can stay with him. Didn't want to leave him here because now, based on the rules, this is turn 2, 1,600 hours, and these large amount of reinforcements coming from 3421 on the turn after the first fire combat, involving a unit from AP Hill's division, which we just did. Yeah, these guys attacked. Maybe they should have just stayed there and delayed these reinforcements. But that's 20/20 hindsight. So these guys are going to be coming up here. They're going to have to be coming in as a column, because otherwise they'd be paying 4 MP for every swamp axe. And I don't think they could cross the bridge, so they have to be in column here, coming up. So they probably won't engage the battle this turn. But now AP Hill has something to think about. I'm thinking, hey, let's get these guys while they're on this side of the creek, because otherwise we'd have to be in this swamp axe, which gives negative effects for fire combat for us. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to be leveraging just to show you what it looks like, my notebook LM now is perfectly set up here. I was able to scan a graphic copy, PDF, of the rules, so I got that here. And then I've got the AI-generated sequence of play over here, so I have this over on the other side of the screen, just for use here. So here we are, the beginning of the 1600 turn, and I think we only go 6 turns. Let's see, if we start here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We finish at 2000 or 8 p.m. I guess the sun goes down. Yep, next turn is night, which is 2 hours each. I don't know, it doesn't say here, but 2 times 3 is 6, and 0500, that must be sunrise. So, looking at the sequence of play, there's the command phase, and we can quickly check that with the Vassal mod. Yep, all of AP Hill's units are in command this turn, so we'll turn that off. There is no org phase, nothing goes on there. Then we have offensive artillery. They only have 1 artillery unit, and it has a range of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can attack all the way down here. Now, I've been looking at this. I'm thinking maybe of trying to slip some. They can't get quite behind this unit, but maybe we'll go ahead and attack this unit with our artillery just to see if we can cause any damage. So this attack should be relatively straightforward. So I'll pull up the charts here. Got 9 strength points, no real modifiers, they're in clear terrain. So there's my table right there. So we're going to go ahead and fire. Guess we have to mark this guy as fired. Fired. And we're going to roll a die. Not getting good rolls here. 3. We don't even get a morale check. No effect. So much for the offensive artillery phase. Now it's movement. And this is what I was thinking of doing. Let's do it this way. This guy moves 1, 2, 3. Zone of control stop. This guy moves 1, 2. And then, let's bring down the big guy here. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I think all I'm going to do is screen this guy, and then I have to decide what are these guys going to do. It's 4 to move in here. Let's see what we got here. Got a 25, and we can get up to really big here. Well, I don't necessarily have to. I just need to get to 33 plus, to be honest. We do get a +1 modifier just to see what that looks like. We're going to go ahead and do I have to cover up here? I'm not too worried about up here. See, the problem is if I move this guy up here, I guess that's good enough. This guy moves here, this guy moves here. And we've got zones of control. He's going to be frozen there. We do have a problem with command range. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're going to have to move him a little. This go. We can really. Oh, let's just. Well, let's see if we can breach. Let's just go for it. We got a lot of reinforcements coming. What we have to do now is find a center place for this guy. 1, 2, 3. To be able in command range. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm thinking right here. Let's check. Yeah, he's got him covered up and down. He could probably move 1 hex down, but we'll leave him there. All right, so there's their move, and now we got to move these guys on. This is interesting here. Let's get rid of this. And they're going to end up moving up in a column. Well, they're not that strong if you look at. Wait, now I'm not going to see. Okay, DH Hill. 23, 19, 20. And there's no stacking, so how the heck do all these people get there? Let me check something. All right, so yes, all these units do appear. I think we're going to lead with DH Hill. And they're going to be in column, but that still means the only advantage of column here is, let's see, road +1 allows crossing of creek, cannot cross, street, ford, swamp, road, there we go, indicates terrain cost, if using strategic movement bonus. I think that's a typo. I think it means if they're in column. Then that works for them. Let me check that too. All right, I'll have to do a little more research, but basically all I see column movement gets you is you can negate the effect of the terrain the road is in. It doesn't really add a bonus. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is as far as they can go. I'm going to put him here for now, and I'm going to move up the 23 unit, which is at the bottom. Well, I'll just expand these guys. Getting everybody but what I want. We're not going to be able to get everybody on at once either. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's here, and I'll put this guy here. And then I'll put this guy here. Then I'll put this guy here. This guy here. And this guy here. And we also got Lee, so let's park Lee right here. Kind of following beyond. And then these guys, you know, these artillery would be handy. Let's see out there, the 7. Got a bunch of these reserve artilleries. 11, okay. So it's going to take a while to get all these guys on the line here. We're moving up DH Hills first. He'll come up here. So we should be okay. We just don't have a lot of artillery yet. So anyway, so that's that. Let's now look at, yeah, these guys will continue to come on slowly but surely up the road. So that's, then we move into the combat phase. And doesn't really work that well. Let's take a look at the combat phase here and the rules. Yeah, let's see, combat phase. Second player defensive fire, then first player offensive fire. So that means that this guy can fire. He'll probably fire at this guy to shatter him. Yeah. And then this guy can fire. And then I think these artillery can join in. So let's see what we got here. Hopefully the artillery is not too far away. Well, this guy may be too far away. Oh, yeah, he is. Well, you can hit this guy. So maybe we should hit that guy and see if we can rout him. He's the strongest unit. And we got a 30 plus. So I think that's what we'll do. This guy will defensive fire here with this guy also. So that gets me 33. That's off the chart. Going to mark him as fired. And this guy's going to attack here. And there's no modifiers again. We're out in the open. And he's on the main table here. So he may be able to push this guy back, which will reduce the effect of this attack. So let's see what we get. That's a big number. 3R. Ooh. Okay, yeah, Confederates are taking casualties here. 8 and 3 is 11. And let's pull this guy here. No, something weird going on with this vassal mod. There we go. 11, 3R, 2 with a morale check. Okay, so this guy decreases. I think it's a down arrow. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh yeah, this guy. 1, 2, 3. And he retreats 2 hexes and makes a morale check. Alright, and then this guy does his morale check. It's a straight 7. Let's see what we get. He's fine. He's fine. So that fire is done, and that guy fired. So now this guy can fire at one of these units. I think that a lot. Oh no! Holy smoke! That was kind of stupid. I should have left that guy behind. Okay, I'm gonna tweak this here. I got to get used to defensive fire before this. So this guy actually stayed here, which now limits the defensive fire to this. Well, 25 and 9. That's the full strength 1. And against that, if we look at the terrain table, a swamp +2 to fire die roll if target is located in a swamp hex. Ouch. Maybe he shouldn't have attacked here, but that's what happened in real life too. So these two are going to fire. 25 and 9. It's 34. And we get a +2. So this could get ugly. That's a 10. 4R. So this guy, he's firing at the strongest guy. 4R. I didn't like the amount of fire they were getting. So this is kind of just like real life, or like really happened. That takes us to 15. And then that guy does a 4R. So he goes down 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2. And then he does a morale check. Oop, just barely passed it. It's 7 for black. So yeah, that defensive fire was pretty disruptive. Got to file that away from now on. And then after that comes offensive fire, and all we've got is 23 here. This flank doesn't look good. They're going to be able to fall back in good order, which they may do. There's no reason to stay on this side. But let's, well, we're going to take the shot here. 16 and 7 is 23, if my math is right. No modifier. So pull the chart up. We're on 23. I'm on it. Let's just roll the die and see what happens. A 5. Well, that gets the casualty. He doesn't have to retreat, but he does get a morale check. So this guy goes down 1. And a morale check. So this is Union casualties. And they're up to 3. They haven't lost a lot yet. That's Confederates have lost a bunch. Do the morale check here. Not good. He fails. Let's make sure about that. Black is 7, that's an 8, and he routes. And I think for that he has to retreat 3. Let me see if I've got that up over here. For a route, combat results, retreat and route, yeah. Higher than the modifier, then immediately routes. And what does it say here for route? This is the unit that receives the retreat results are 2 hexes. I thought I had this from before. Yeah, it should list it. Route, a unit that is marked with a routed marker retreated 3 hexes. Okay, he doesn't move through, so that's convenient though. Look, guess what he gets to do? 1, 2, 3. And he's on the other side of the river, of the Beaver. So basically allowed him to disengage. Now this guy now can disengage, and they can set up defenses over here. So I don't know. Well, this excursion must be okay because they did inflict casualties and didn't take too many of their own. So that looks like the movement here. Let me go ahead and take that off. So we've got 2 guys still routed. It'd be nice if they came back. I think we're going to do the rally phase. Melee combat. Don't think so. Oh, he didn't fire. Okay, so he does get to fire. 19. But then he has a problem. I think swamp. Plus 2 to units firing from a swamp, 1/2 strength. So he only gets 8. This is a pain, this swamp. And that's what it was in real life. The Confederates got into the swamp and they got just massacred. So he's half to 8, and we roll the die. Well, that's a good number. 8 on 7, 8. Oh, he inflicted a casualty on the Union. We'll take that. And then it's a morale check, so who knows? Let's see, the Union now are up to 4. Let's come up here and see if yeah, there he is. Go down. And he's got a leader, so I think that helps him with a morale check. He's blocked at 7. 2. He passes. I mean, I don't even have to check the rules about, rally, etc. So with that, that's that. And he's not going to melee. He's not. I don't know. I mean, I guess he could try and melee and see if he gets lucky. Well, let's see. Melee combat. Following the offensive fire, a player may the defender gets a defensive fire that is shifted 1 column to the right. So we're going to give this guy another shot. Shifted 1 column to the right from 24. I'm still in the swamp. Yeah, the only way I would have done a melee is if I had another guy to help me. But now this guy's going to be quite the target. Yeah, this guy adds a +1 too. +1 DRM for defensive fire and offensive melee. So this guy's going to take a shot. It's going to be 24 shifted once with a +1. That just sounds horrible. Yeah, it's going to be 24 shifted over with a +1. And then if I survive, I'm down here. But either way, I'm exposed, but we are holding the line, which I can't even kind of infiltrate either, because that's zone of control. I can move here and here. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. This guy's probably going to get broken, and he'll be at 8, and he may get a morale check out of it. He's got to roll a 5 or higher. Oh, I don't know. Let's just play it like it was in real life. So this guy gets a defensive fire against him. It would be 24 +1 with a column shift to 25. And he could get down here really ugly. Well, let's just play it out. see the rules. That's what we're doing. Immediately to the attacking unit. The unit passes, then conducts a combat with the defender, applying any terrain or leader modifiers. Okay, so it's like another fire combat, pretty much. So let's just do it. 24 shifted +1. Let's see if it really gets ugly. Oh gosh, it does. 9. That's a 3R. Well, at least it gets out of their way. More Confederate casualties. Let's see, he's at 5. That's going to take him to 8. This is really annoying here. The swamps are horrible. But if you read the account, this is pretty much what happened. 3R. 1, 2, 3. He's got to retreat 2. Good. AP Hill doesn't have somebody with him, so he'll retreat to the leader to help to rally. If he doesn't, and then we do a morale check, and we got him here. 4-5. He passes a morale check. Confederates are pretty tough, although they're losing a lot of units. So I would say, effectively, AP Hill's premature attack has been broken up. And the only thing that's going to help the Confederates now is these reinforcements coming on board. Because the Union is going to have a chance to pull on the other side now of the river with these reinforcements is what they need. And we're still waiting. The first Confederate unit to cross will free up Sykes' division. So there we go. I think that's it. That's going to be our turn for the Confederates. So let's clear the board here. Don't need any moved markers. Fired markers, I guess they kind of stay for now. This is just to prevent them from moving. Yeah, he's already fired this turn, so he can't do it again. He can do offensive fire, though, but he can't limber and move. We still got Porter here holding the line. So, yeah, different. This isn't like World War II or even World War I. It's basically get up in line, open fire, people run, cover the line, rally and bring them back, and do it all over again, over and over. Certain aspect of attrition. And the Confederates do have this disadvantage. Like I said, it's just like right out of the historical account. They had to go through this swamp, and in the end, they never succeeded. They just took a lot of casualties, which is what we're seeing here. So anyway, I'll go ahead and stop it here, and we'll come back for the Union turn. Thanks for listening.